Hi, everybody. Welcome to I25. Pau, how are you?
I'm good, and you?
I'm great, thank you. Hello, Roman. How are you?
Hello, Patty. I'm fine, and you?
I'm great, thank you. Okay, so we are going to start with our class, and let me share the screen with you. Okay, so
Okay.
we are going to start with class 30.
Okay.
Let's go to the first grammar part. Grammar 1, present perfect. Okay, so here we have the structure, the form. How do we use the present perfect? Okay, so we use and we start, if we want to make a question in positive, we are going to start with the pronoun, the personal pronoun, I, you, he, she, it, you, we, and they, and the auxiliary for the present perfect, which is have or has. Okay, I have, has is for third person. He, she, and it. And have is for I, you, we, and they. Okay?
Okay.
Then here we have the long part, but also it has a contracted part. For example, in the first one it says I've apostrophe VE, which is I've.
Okay.
His, she's, its, you've, with, and they've. Okay?
Okay.
And the rest is we are going to write the verb. But the verb is going to be in past participle, which is the third form of the verb, okay? Not past simple, past participle, okay? For example, you have, Roman, can you please think in one verb?
Yes, written.
Okay, very good. And you have already said the verb in past participle. So you have written, I don't know, 10 letters. Okay, good. Fast grammar. We use the present perfect for actions in the past that are important in the present. Okay, Wendy has worked in a computer factory since 1999. That means that she started in the past and she continues working in that company. Okay,
Okay.
we have worked in this factory for 20 years. Is the same. Okay, so they have started working 20 years ago, but they continue working in that place. Okay. So in use part 1, we use have or has to refer to an action that started in the past and still continue to develop. Okay, like the previous examples that we have seen. To form the present perfect, the auxiliary verb have is used in the present, okay, like have or has. And the verb is going to be in past participle, okay? And for regular verbs, we are going to add ed to the verb or d, okay? And and for irregulars, it has to change into its third form, okay? That is completely different. There is a long list of irregular verbs that you are going to learn through the years, through the experience. So don't get obsessed to that, okay? Because it's only for experience to learn those irregular verbs. Did you know? Keep in mind that there are many irregular past participles, okay? In English. Below is a list of just some of the common irregular past participles. Break, broken, okay? Well, it will be break, broke, broken, build, built, okay? Because the second is a simple past. Write is the present and the past participle is written. Drive is the present and driven is the past participle of drive, okay? Paula, can you please read the affirmative structure, and then Roman, can you please read the negative structure of the present perfect?
Okay. Affirmative, the structure is subject plus auxiliary verb to have plus verb in the past participle plus complement. The examples: I've talked to Peter. She has gone to work. They have learned English, and we've been to London.
Very good. Okay, what about the negative structure, Roman?
Okay, negative structure. Subject plus auxiliary verb to have plus not plus verb past participle plus complement, and the examples are I have not talked to Peter. She has not gone to work.
Okay,
They have
it
not.
can be, sorry, it can be have not or haven't, okay? So if you say have
Okay,
not talked or haven't talked, both are correct.
okay. And with has, it's the same. Has
Yes,
not or hasn't.
exactly.
Okay.
Just the same.
They have not learned English. We have not been to London.
Perfect. Okay, so now we are going to have an activity using the present perfect simple. Okay, so here you have some examples, and you're going to use have, haven't, has, hasn't, and the verb in past participle. Okay, as in the
Okay.
first one. Okay, Roman, you're going to do the first one, then Paula is going to do the second, and then you're going to continue like that. Okay, so
Okay.
um, read the first one and write it.
Okay. Um, I haven't worked today. Work with ID because it's regular.
Perfect. I haven't or I
Okay.
have not worked today. Very good. What
Okay.
about number 2, Paula? It says we buy a new lamp.
Okay, it is we have bought a new lamp.
Excellent. Okay, so Paula, buy is a regular or an irregular verb?
Irregular.
Exactly. Okay, because it changes. Very good. Number 3, Roman. It says we not plan our holiday yet.
Okay. We haven't planned. It's regular. No.
Yes, it's regular.
Oh,
You have to double
okay.
N and ed.
Okay.
That's right. That's right. Exactly.
Perfect.
Very good.
Okay.
Number 4, it says, where be you? How would you put it, Paula?
Okay, where have you been?
Excellent. Where have you been? Number 5, he write 5 letters. Okay.
Okay. He has written 5 letters.
Excellent. He has written
Okay.
5 letters. Good. Number
Perfect.
6, she not see him for a long time.
Okay, she hasn't seen him for a long time.
Yes, and it's also an irregular verb, okay? Because its past is so.
Uh-huh.
Number 7, be you at school.
Okay. Have you been at school?
Excellent, very good.
Okay.
Number 8, school not start yet.
Okay, school hasn't started yet.
Perfect. Number 9, speak he to his boss.
Has he spoken to his boss?
That's right, very good.
Okay.
And finally, number 10, no, he have not the time yet.
Okay, no, he hasn't had the time yet.
Exactly, okay? Why is it hasn't had?
Okay,
Pau.
because the verb I'm using is have, so I need to use it as the participle, which is had, and hasn't is the auxiliary.
Exactly, that's exactly right, okay? One works as an auxiliary and the other as a verb, and you have to put it in past participle. Very good. Let's continue. In use part 2, interrogative, auxiliary verb, which is have or has, subject, verb, and the complement. Okay, here we have the examples of how to use the questions with present perfect. Okay, so if we want to make a positive question, sorry, a positive sentence or a negative sentence in present perfect, we are going to start with the personal pronoun and then the verb have in positive or in negative, and then the verb in past participle. But in this case, we are making questions. So if we are making questions, we are going to start the sentence with have or has, then the personal pronoun, and then the verb in past participle. And finally, the
Okay.
rest of the sentence, okay? But in this case, it's
Okay.
going to be have, the personal pronoun, and the verb in past participle, as in the examples.
Okay.
Have they learned English? Have you been to London? Have you been to your job or have you gone to your job? Have you talked to Peter? Okay, so that is the way you formulate questions in present perfect. Do you have
Okay.
any questions so far about the use of present perfect simple?
No,
No?
I think not.
Very good. Okay, so let's continue. Did you know the present perfect is used to indicate a link between the present and the past? The time in which the action takes place is prior to the present but non-specific, and often there is a greater interest in the result than in the action itself. The present perfect is used for actions that occur in a non-concrete time before now. The specific time is not important. Therefore, we don't usually use a specific time expressions. This morning, yesterday, last year. Okay, so in present perfect, we don't
Okay.
use these time expressions because this morning, yesterday, and last year are used for past simple. Okay, so like I told you before, in present perfect, we don't use that those expression times, okay, yesterday, before, because those mark a past simple situation.
Okay.
With the present perfect, you can use the present perfect with non-concrete time expression, okay, like never, ever, many times, for, since, already, yet, etc. Okay, those time expressions can be used in present perfect, like I have never gone to London. Okay, that it's an expression, but I'm not saying on a specific time. I'm not saying more information. Okay, yo nunca he
Okay.
estado o yo nunca he ido a Londres. Okay, um, I have gone to the theater many times. Okay, I'm saying that I have in the past I have gone to the theater, but I didn't mention a specific time in the past. Okay.
Okay.
Um, this concept is non-specific time is quite difficult to understand. For this reason, you will see more particular uses of the present perfect on the next session. Okay, so we are going to continue seeing more this information about the past simple and present perfect. Okay, so Pau, can you please read when is just the past simple, and then Roman, can you please read when the present perfect is used, please?
Okay.
Okay. Past simple is used for actions that finished in a definite time in the past. Like that is an example, right?
Yes.
I bought this car last week, and also to ask when, what time, and where. So they have arrived is not the same for when did they arrive? An hour ago.
Okay, okay, very good. So in the past, we use a definite time in the past. What about for present perfect, Roman?
Present perfect is used for actions which happened in an indefinite ¿cómo es
Indefinite?
indefinite, okay, time in the past and with visible results in the present. I have lost my key, sorry. I can't find it now. Have you seen Anne? She is not here now. And to describe very recent actions. She has just moved to a larger flat.
So we use present perfect for actions which happen in an indefinite time in the past. Okay, so maybe, I don't know, this morning I have lost my key and I can still find it. Okay, so that
Okay,
is something that happened in the past, but it still has results in the present. Have you seen Anne? Okay, I have seen her since yesterday. Okay, and I'm still looking for her. Also to
okay,
describe very recent actions. Okay, so she has just moved to a larger flat. Okay, se acaba de mudar a un departamento. Okay, a un departamento más grande. Okay, entonces también
okay,
para acciones o situaciones recientes. Okay, so do
okay.
you understand the difference between past simple and present perfect?
Yes.
Yes.
Good. Okay. Here we have some examples of the present perfect and the simple past, okay? And there are difference between them. In present perfect, we'd say, I have met the girl before. We are not saying a specific time in the past, if you can see this. In the
Okay.
simple past, it says, I have met the girl at the beach last Saturday. Okay, so in this case,
Okay.
I'm given more information about the girl. Have you seen Nancy recently? Did you see Nancy yesterday? Okay, those are time
Okay.
expressions and specific time expressions. We have discussed this issue a few times. We discussed this issue last month. Okay, so Roman,
Okay.
in this case, what is the exact time expression that we are using?
In the simple past,
Yes,
last month.
last month. Very good. I have had some tests this week. Okay, I had some tests last week. Okay, so in this case,
Okay.
we are, for simple past, we have a specific time, and for present perfect, we have non-specific time.
Okay.
Okay, so we are going to have another activity about the present perfect and simple past. Okay, so you are going to decide which is the correct tense in each sentence. If it's past
Okay.
simple or past or present perfect according to the information that we have already seen before. Okay, so Roman, you're going to do number 1 and Paula number 2, and then you're going to continue on and on, okay?
Okay.
So in the first one, can you please read it?
Yes. When I was a child, I
You have the verb in present a lot. So which tense do you think is the correct one?
okay. I think that is swam.
Exactly.
Okay.
Exactly. Very good. So it's past simple. What about for
Yes.
number 2, Paula? So far this week, we study a lot. What is the correct tense?
We have studied.
We have studied. Okay, so what is the tense that we are using here?
Present perfect.
Very good. For number 3, Theo V very sick recently. Which one, Roman, do you think
Okay.
is the correct tense?
I think it's Theo has been.
Perfect.
Okay.
Theo has been very sick recently. Okay, we are not given a specific time.
Okay.
Number 4, I have a terrible headache yesterday. So what do you think, Paula, is the correct tense?
Simple past for yesterday. I had.
Exactly. I had a terrible headache yesterday, okay? Because we are given a specific time, and a time expression. Number 5, Roman. It rained a lot lately.
Has rained.
Excellent.
Okay.
Okay, we are not given a time expression, okay? So it has rained a lot lately. Number 6, they get married 10 years ago.
Okay. They got past tense married 10 years ago.
Excellent, okay? Because we are given a time expression, which is 10 years ago. Number 7, Roman. I go to Hyde Park many times.
Okay. I have gone.
Very good.
Okay.
And finally, it seems that you get all the present perfect sentences, right?
Yes.
And
Yes.
number 8, my family take a vacation last year.
My family took a vacation last year.
Perfect. Okay, so you in use part 3. Roman, can you please read the square number 1, then Paula information number 2, and I'm going to read information number 3. Please.
Okay. 1. The present perfect is used to describe an experience. We do not use it for specific actions. Examples: he has worked in many different museums.
Okay.
I have never flown in an airplane. We have gone to Rio de Janeiro. Or
Okay. Just the second example is I have never flown.
flown. Okay, I have
Yes.
never flown in an airplane.
Very good. Okay, so we use present perfect also to describe an experience. Okay, something
Okay,
that you did, I don't know, an activity, something that you maybe haven't done in the past and you just did, and you can use it as an experience. Okay, so we have gone to Rio de Janeiro. I have never flown in an airplane, okay, until yesterday, and it was great.
okay. Sorry, Patty, what is the meaning of flown?
Is the past participle of fly.
Ah, okay, okay.
Yes.
Thank you.
Number two, Pau.
Um, the present perfect is used for a change in time. Examples: he has learned to be more patient.
Okay.
I have become more shy in my old age. And your English has improved a lot this year.
Okay. So we also use present perfect for changes that you have. Maybe changes in attitude. Maybe it's maybe physically. I don't know. And it says in the first, he has learned to be patient, more patient. So in the past, I wasn't patient at all. Okay. So I got desperate very easily, but now through the years, I have learned to be more patient. Okay. Number
Okay.
three, it is used also for successes or achievements. For example, Dan has finished his first novel. Our soccer team has won the championship 3 times. Scientists have been successful in curing many diseases. Okay, so also for achievements. Do you have any questions about this?
No,
No.
Very good. Continue. In use part 4, we use the present perfect for actions that haven't yet happened. Okay, so the use of the present perfect in these cases indicates that we are still waiting for the action. Therefore, we frequently use the adverbs yet and still. The plane hasn't arrived yet. Okay, so it's an action that hasn't happened yet. Okay, el avión todavía no ha llegado.
okay,
Y todavía lo estamos esperando. Our team hasn't won a championship yet. Haven't you finished your homework yet? Okay, so our actions that haven't finished yet.
okay,
Roman, continue with number 5 and Paula with number 6.
Okay.
okay. The present perfect is used to talk about actions at different times in the past. The use of the present perfect in these cases indicates that more actions are possible in the future. Examples: I love New York. I have been there 7 times and I cannot wait to return. Our team has played 4 games this year. We have spoken several times, but we still cannot reach an agreement.
Okay, so we also use it, the present perfect, to talk about actions at different times in the past. Okay, and the use
Okay,
of present perfect in these cases indicate that more actions are possible in the future. So
okay,
New York was the best experience that I have ever had in my life. Okay, so I need to go back and have more adventures there.
okay.
Number 6, Paul.
Okay. In general, we use the present perfect for situations that have started in the past but continue in the present. There are some verbs that we cannot use in continuous times. In these cases, we use the present perfect. Examples: How long has Michael been in Barcelona? I've loved you since the day I met you.
Okay, so this is more about the use of the present perfect. Did you know the present perfect of any verb is composed of two elements, the appropriate form of the auxiliary verb, which is have, and the past participle of the main verb. Okay, so we already understood that we use present perfect, we use the auxiliary verb have or has, and the verb in past participle. I think that that is very clear.
Yes.
And let's go to the last information. Okay, so I'm going to read the first part, and then Roman, you're going to read the second and third part, and finally, Paula, the fourth and fifth part. Okay.
Okay.
So the simple past is used for actions that have ended in the past, even if they have occurred in a recent past. Okay, and with the present perfect, the action is related to the present. So the simple past, did the children eat breakfast this morning? So that means that this morning was already over. We had three exams this week. This meant that this week has just ended. Continue, Roman.
The perfect present, sorry. Have children eaten breakfast yet this morning? Means the morning is not over yet. We have had 3 exams already this week. Means, as before, the use of the present perfect implies that this week is not over yet.
Okay.
Okay. Remember also that we use the present perfect for actions at that time in the non-specific past. If you want to limit the time of the actions in a period, we can use expression of time like last year. Examples: the simple past. I went to Cuba last year.
Cuba.
Cuba, okay. I went to Cuba last year. They saw a movie yesterday.
Okay, so if we want to make the sentence, um, if we want to use it in past, we need to add an expression time. Okay, like in the example, I can say just I went to Cuba, and you know that that is a past situation. But if I say I went to Cuba last year, I can be more specific. Okay,
Okay.
they watch or they saw a movie yesterday. Okay, I can see they watch a movie, and that's it, and that can be a whole sentence. But if I want to be more specific, I add an expression time that is yesterday. Okay.
Okay.
Continue, Pau.
Did you know? Look at the difference between the first two examples. In both, the expression last year is used, but in the other example, we add the preposition in. In this case, last year means within a period of time when the action occurred. It is not a specific time. Without the preposition in, last year implies a specific time.
Perfect. Okay, just one thing. Okay, I want to see, do you have any questions about the use of the present perfect and past simple?
Nope.
Okay, good. So just in order to see if you have already understood this, just one more thing, Roman. Can you please tell me a sentence in present perfect and one in past simple?
Yes. Okay. I have been in Argentina recently,
Okay, very good.
and I went to Argentina last month.
Excellent. What about
Okay.
you, Paula?
Okay, I I have worked really hard during the last weeks,
Okay, excellent.
and I worked on a personal project yesterday.
Perfect. Okay, so you did understand, what the present perfect and past simple is about. Okay, so that will be it for today. Thank you for
Okay.
being here in I25, and see you next class. Thank you so much.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you, Patty. Goodbye.
Bye.
Bye.